Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with my soul sister Teri Angel, here with Enlightened World Network. On Sundays, we do a silent meditation, which means Teri and I go behind the scenes and we meditate together, and we welcome you to join us. I am so excited to be here, the first recording out of this new home. This room is going to be my office. I cannot wait to see what Spirit brings through here. Right now, it is just a cavernous hole. There's no furniture, and I can hear the echo. Teri, I don't know if you can hear the echo, but
Yep.
feels like I'm in a cavern. But there's a lot of promise of things to come from this office and from this home. So can't wait to start it coming toward you. So please join us in meditation. Teri's going to play some music for us. We'll be gone about 25 minutes or so. Thank you for being here. And we're back.
We are back.
Yay!
Oh, Ruth, it's so good to be with you again doing the silent meditation today.
And actually, to do it where we can see and hear each other, because we did try to do that, and it did not work before when I was at the other house. So, for those of you who don't know what's been happening in my world, on December 30th, there was a fire that they're now saying was perhaps started by an underground coal mine fire, which I'm cool with that. I'd much rather think it was that and not people started. Wiped out 1,000 homes in our community, including ours. And when I say wiped out, it leveled it. We have not gone into even try to sort through anything. We found one, it was a miracle, true miracle. One of my mother's china pitchers was on top of the rubble, and I didn't see that before, but then I saw it, and I think it's because that was one of the few things that I was truly grieving, was losing all of my mom's wedding china. So to see that, and then somebody picked it up for me, and of course it broke into like 4 pieces. I mean, it was in 2,000-degree flames. I mean, they said it was just so incredibly hot. So I've got the pieces. We're going to try to stick that baby back together. But I had spoken with Teri literally a week before the fire, and I said, could you imagine starting over completely fresh with nothing? And I have no idea why I said that. I think Spirit was preparing me for what was to come. But in our meditation this morning, it was about preparing this space. And I just got goosebumps saying that, preparing this office, this space for what's to come. And that space of truly just starting over, being open to Spirit and everything that the angels and Divine Mother and Christ and the Creator want to come from this experience. So one of the things that we did see was a field of the angelic gems, is color energy healing that Teri and I've been working with, but seeing this huge, immense field of these mounds, like almost as tall as we are, and each one being one of the colors of the angelic gems. And with each of those gems was a form or a version of Divine Mother there to meet and greet and welcome us into that space of healing. So Teri, I'm just talking here, Teri. So Teri went in and she went to a yellow gem, which helps to clear lineage and the family lore, any of those things that comes down the ancestral line. And I went to the pink, which helps to release grief. So, Teri, what would you like to share about all that?
Well, it was interesting because as we started out the meditation, we were looking at a picture of an item that Ruth is going to have placed in her home. And on that, this particular piece of furniture, I just saw a lot of energy of movement. And there's also what looks like a door on this item of furniture. And that's a huge, huge image of right now. We have so many opportunities. And I physically heard opportunities are knocking at the door. So I think what you've gone through is an opportunity for you to start fresh, to really get into releasing everything, any attachment at all, just releasing it, letting it go. And for me, going into the yellow and clearing in any DNA ancestral energy is something that has come up just recently for me. And to let go of old constructs, of old energy that was passed down through the generations, because we know that everything that's happening in our current life affects 7 generations forward. So what's going on right now is coming down the line from 7 generations going back. So my attention has been drawn lately to my ancestors, my ancestry, which is part of it is Irish. And so there's been a big draw to clear the energy from that, from the area of Ireland, whatever took place there. And we know that it's so rich in history. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, actually, is going to clear that land, and not just the land, but to clear the energy. And it was interesting because I saw a poppy as I was walking through that field and went into the yellow energy with Divine Mother. And as soon as I saw myself excavating and digging up stuff that was in the roots, I just got this nod of approval from Divine Mother. But I also saw the poppy come up from the land and fall over. So I know that there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of excavating and digging inside to see also what needs to be let go of. And Ruth, I know that's the place that you're at as well, is releasing and moving forward in your spiritual journey. And I'm excited about what that's going to bring forth. You know, we have benefited from you for a few years now of what's been created with Enlightened World Network, with you doing that inner journey and searching and really looking at things. But I think this is a level up. I think that's what the message is, that now it's intensified, and it's intensifying for so many of us who right now are doing that inner search. And there are many that are going, they didn't go through maybe the burning down of the house, but they are going through the inner search and what's priority right now, what's important.
You know, and Teri, we also saw a little bit about the spiritual lineage as
Mhm.
well. And for many folks, the the people that are in your spiritual lineage are not necessarily the folks that are in your bloodline lineage. And during the meditation, I got to see some of the folks that are in my spiritual lineage, and they're here right with us on Enlightened World Network. It's many of the hosts, and that it is just so reaffirming. You have a larger community than just those that are in your bloodline. So if they're not your favorite people, just spend time in meditation and ask, who is in my spiritual lineage? And you might see some that you have loved and lost. You might see some you haven't met yet in this lifetime. Others you probably are walking closely with. So it's just a fascinating thing to think about lineage in two forms.
It is. And it's interesting that you use those words, Ruth, about the biological family and the spiritual family. Um, the angels have had me writing a blog every night, and a lesson and a blessing for us. And last night, as I was writing it and hearing their words, it was about one of my favorite people happens to be hosting me at the moment. And the words came out of me: if I could choose a sister in this lifetime, I would choose her to be my biological sister. There's that much of a closeness. So it's true, we don't need the blood, to be connected that way. We are connected so tightly in the spirit, and our soul group is so important. That's our support. That's who we chose to be here with us on this journey, to learn with, to hold us and encourage us, and have there for all the good times and the bad times, for just everything we go through. So I love that you came out with that, and it was also on my mind last night that if we could choose that person that we grew up with, then there's some of our spiritual family that definitely would be in that choice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Teri, I love you so much.
I love you so much. I'm so glad you're back. Welcome back.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
version called life, but yes. I am back.
Well, I know you're going through a lot, and I know that, it's going to be a continuous journey of rebuilding and getting centered again and creating things the way you want them to be. But that's the beauty of this, isn't it? Anytime there's an ending, there's a new beginning.
It is. And part of it that I'm really excited about is the work with Come Celebrate Me Home. So, yeah, it feels like the slate was cleared. So we can really focus on that. And Come Celebrate Me Home is something that Teri and I have been working on, I don't know for how many months now, but to really help folks that are transitioning, folks as they're going through their end times, or to support the people that are loving their family who's going through their end time. So anyway, Come Celebrate Me Home. I feel like now there's space for it to come into the world and really become its own thing. So we're looking forward to that.
Such a need for it right now, Ruth.
Yeah.
Because it's dealing with grief and endings and helping to process all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, friends.
Thank you, my sister. I love you so much. And this has felt really good today to be with you and to bring in this message from Divine Mother, I felt was the one really guiding this today. So thank you so much, Ruth.
Yeah, thank you. And friends, next time I'm not going to be sitting on the floor when we do this. There might be some furniture in my future. So, all right, friends, love you so much. Thank you for being here with us. Teri, thanks for driving today on Restream.
Absolutely. And hello to Jean Lorio, who says, I love you both so much. Thank you, Jean, for being with us today. Bye, everybody.